Namaskar. I have just received two very important publications. Both of them are dedicated to well known scholars of our time. The first one is titled Keshavarpanamastu. It's a volume dedicated to the memory of Professor K.P. Jog, published during his birth centenary. It's a commemoration volume and published on 26th March 2000. Published on 23rd March 2005. Publishers are Prasad Prakashan, 1892 Sadashiv Peth, Pune 411030. Very wonderful thing about this volume is that none of the editors have given their name. They are students of Professor K.P. Jog, Keshav Pandurang Jog, I think. And their love and dedication for their Guru is quite evident because the whole work has been done in a very dedicated way, meticulously planned and brought out of love and reverence for a teacher. Professor K.P. Jog has been a well-known scholar of Veda and Sanskrit literature and Prakrit studies also. He worked as a teacher in Center of Advanced Studies, Pune University. He also worked as chief editor in the dictionary project of Deccan College at Pune, and he was at Mumbai also. The circle of his admirers, friends, and students is a big circle. He was friend, patron, and philosopher to many of us, which includes me also. I have known Professor K.P. Jog from the year 1975, as far as I remember. I was presenting a paper in Kalidas Samaroh, in the seminar of Kalidas Samaroh at Ujjain. He was there in the audience. As soon as I finished my presentation and descended from the dais, he came to me and appreciated my presentation. The presentation was, of course, in Hindi, and I could understand that Hindi is not the language of Professor K.P. Jog, but he could understand the points which I had raised, and he was all praise for me. He was very encouraging person. I was very junior, almost like he's a student, very junior to him at that time. But he treated me as a very good friend, and after that we have been meeting quite often. I used to invite him at Sagar. He came to our place, stayed with us, of course, at my residence, and when he invited me, when he informed me that PV Kane Gold Medal was being invested upon me, and he insisted that I should stay at his house in Mumbai. I stayed with him, with Professor Jog and Mrs. Jog. I have very sweet memories of the various occasions I was in association with Professor K.P. Jog. I was with him in some of the conferences, especially the international seminar on ultimate in Indian philosophy organized by Professor Mrs. S.S. Dange. Veterans were there in that seminar, and the whole program was dominated by the cheerful presence of, was marked by the cheerful presence of Professor K.P. Jog. This volume is comprised of lectures organized during the centenary year beginning from March 24 to March 25. A series of lectures was organized in the memory of Professor K.P. Jog. Very good scholars were invited, even though I was also one of the speakers, and 16 lectures delivered throughout the year as KP Jog, Professor KP Jog Memorial Lectures have been collected in this volume. There is a preface by the editors given anonymously, and the editors say that Professor Jog is survived by many of his students whom he taught formally their subjects and informally all the lessons that made their lives, along with being human while enjoying and appreciating every aspect of life. This was what Professor Jog was. He took keen interest in our lives, in our problems, and he was very helpful and reliable person that way. The editors say they take forward his legacy and feel very proud of these students. They take forward his legacy and feel very proud of being students of an esteemed teacher and grateful to him at the same time. This work is a token of their gratitude and expression of indebtedness towards him. Him is printed in capital. I know who are these persons. Some of them I know very well. They themselves are very good scholars. One of them has worked in the same project where Professor Jog has worked as chief editor and in the dictionary project, but they have not given their names. The work they have produced is quite excellent. The 16 lectures that have been compiled, besides the preface and one interview with Srimati Padma Tai Jog. It is in Marathi. Rest of the lectures are in Sanskrit. It's an intimate discussion with the Sadharmini, with the better half of Professor K.P. Jog, who has survived Professor K.P. Jog. The interview, of course, has been done by Padmaja Mahendale and Sanjay Mahendale. The 16 articles which are collected as after transcribing the lectures or obtaining the written copies of their lectures from the respective speakers, are concerned with various topics related to Sanskrit studies. Kshir Sagar Vinay on Atharvaveda, Vakankar Siddharth on some rare manuscripts, Bahulkar Shrikant on pioneers of students, on pioneers of the studies on Atharvaveda. They are all well-known scholars in their fields. Shrikant Bahulkar is known as an internationally renowned scholar of Buddhist and Pali and other fields. Jashi Sathe has written on Grahya rituals of some Vedins as propounded by Gautama. Deshpande Parinita has given her article on Mratchakatike Samaja Darshanam. It is in Sanskrit. My own article is on Veda and Natya Shastra. Manjusha Gokhale, her article is on the world of plant deities, Vedic tradition and folklore. Shailja Bapat, she writes on influence of Natya Shastra on the Bhashya of Shankaracharya, the influence of Nyaya Shastra on the Bhashya of Shankaracharya, on the Brahma Sutras. Prasad Joshi, who has also worked as the Vice Chancellor of Deccan College, Deemed University, and as Chief Editor in the Dictionary Project, where Professor K.P. Jog has worked and his students have worked there. He has given his entry on preparing dictionary and editing. Vedya Uma, she has given an article on Panini. Devdhar Lalita has given her article on Kashmir Shiv commentaries on Bhagavad Gita. Sucheta Paranjape writes on Bharatanaट्य Shastra and modern times. She is also a well-known scholar of Natya Shastra. Shaun Hino has given his or her entry on Sureshwara's Brahadaranyakopanishad. Bhashya Vartika. Narayan Chandra Biswas has given his entry on aspects of intrigue in Sanskrit dramas. 14 articles are there, and they are suffixed by the biodata of Professor K.P. Jog, which includes a list of his books and articles, and introduction to the contributors. All the articles collected in the volume are by specialists in their fields, and the whole volume, I am confident, that will serve as a very good reference book. I am happy to keep this as a proud possession in my library. About many of the books I receive, I cannot say this, but about this volume, I am happy to receive it. Another similar volume, which I would like to keep as a proud possession. It has recently come to me. Only this week I have received both these publications. It is titled Madhav Mahima. Acharya Madhav Deshpande Samabhinandan Grantha. It's a felicitation volume for Professor Madhav Deshpande. Who doesn't know Madhav Deshpande? If a person is in the field of Sanskrit studies, he cannot be a scholar of Sanskrit if he doesn't know Madhav Deshpande. Vatsadesh Raj Sharma has edited this volume. It's an example of a good work done single-handedly. Vatsadesh Raj Sharma is a dedicated person. He is a Sanskritabhimani doing great service for the cause of Sanskrit, especially for the propagation of Sanskrit knowledge and publication of Sanskrit books and their publicity as well. The publishers are Devvani Parishad, Delhi. A very wonderful thing about this volume is that it includes the introductory remarks of late Mahakavi Acharya Ramakant Shukla, Prerakashi Rashi. It is actually a lecture given by Ramakant Shuklaji on March 14th, 2022, on the occasion of the birthday celebrations of Madhav Deshpande. It has been rightfully given a place in the beginning of this volume. This volume, of course, is comprised of preface by Acharya Rishiraj Pathak on behalf of Devani Parishad, who are the publishers, and it has 5 chapters, 5 adhyayas. Under the chapter, in the chapter titled Madhav Mangalyam, very good prashastis about Madhav Deshpande are collected. In the second adhyaya, which is Madhav Smriti Kosha, there are reminiscences about Madhav Deshpande by well-known scholars. In the third chapter, which is Madhav Vyaktyabhivyakti, some of his writings are collected. The fourth chapter is Madhavi Kavya Samuchaya. It is an anthology of all the Sanskrit writings available by Madhav Deshpande. Madhav Deshpande is an eminent contemporary Sanskrit poet. And the fifth chapter is titled Madhav Kavya Samalochanam, critical studies of the poems of Madhav Deshpande. The articles are about the contribution of Madhav Deshpande, about his life and works, and very good illustrations, picturized illustrations are also there. The volume speaks about the academic life, the pursuits, and various contributions of Madhav Deshpande to Sanskrit studies. It also speaks about his family life, and it also discusses various of his activities, like his performing on theatre, acting as Dushyanta and Shakuntalam at Ferguson College, Pune. It's a very good picture of that time. So it leads us down to the memory lane, and the family members of Professor Deshpande also speak about him. The friends, admirers of Madhav Deshpande, like Kedar Narayan Joshi, who was a professor at Vikram University, Ujjain; Anusha Rao, who has been a PhD student at the University of Toronto in Canada; Dr. Peggy Mohan, professor at Ashoka University, Delhi; Professor Janardhan A. Silk from Leiden University, Netherlands; Dr. Elina Bashir, who is senior lecturer in Urdu in the University of Chicago. Such a vast circle which draws towards Madhav Deshpande. Professor Rico Ohnuma from USA, Professor Ram Gopal from India, Savita Farooqui, so many persons, and Dr. Ashok Nirfarake, Professor of Psychology from Pune. He has written an article on Professor Madhav Deshpande, Krishna Bhakta Pandit Kavi. Madhav Deshpande has 1000 verses about Krishna. They were very much appreciated when they were released occasionally through media in a group. And प्रोफेसर माधव मुरलीधर देशपांडे जी, मेरे साहित्यिक विकास के आधार. This is the title of an article given by Yuvraj Deepak Kumar Bhogaonkar. And his brothers and other family kin, they also have spoken frankly and intimately about Madhav Deshpande. The volume includes a curriculum vitae of Professor Madhav Deshpande and the whole bibliography of his writings, which of course will serve a great purpose for the researchers. Madhavi Kavya Samuchaya includes 36 poems and one of them is in Pali, one of them is in Chando Bhasha titled Hiranyapanir Viduthe Ratu Sharma. One of them is translation of the Madhushala by Harivansh Rai Bachchan. Complete Madhushala has been translated. Incidentally, Madhav Deshpande was presenting some of the couplets from his translation of Bachchan's Madhushala in Sanskrit in one of the sessions of the Kalidas Samaroh at Ujjain, and I was present there. I could see his love for poetry, and especially he is not a Hindi Bhashi, he is not a native Hindi speaker, but he could render Madhushala faithfully, musically, and he presented it very well. There are poems by Madhav Deshpande. Of course, he has translated Coleridge also, and that Coleridge's translation is also included. Some other translations by Madhav Deshpande from Marathi poetry, they are Prithivyaha Prema Geetam, translation of Kusmagraja's poetry, and Kasa. This is the translation of Govindagraj Krit, Marathi poem by Govindagraj. Remaining are the original poems by Madhav Deshpande. Ke Vayam, Aho Akaruna Khalu Ishvara, Bharatam Nah Punatu, He Swatantrate, Pippala Tale, Chataka Nyokti, Syat Katham Viprayoga, Kalyana Mitra Charanau Sharanam Prapadye, Ishasya Manisha, Shreyasa Mesha Pantha, Paniniya Parishat Parihasa, Akasmik Padyani, that is occasional verses, Punya Pattanikam, about the Pune city, Sita Ravana Samvad Panchashika. Incidentally, when I was editing Sanskrit Pratibha, the literary organ of Sahitya Academy, I had started a column in Sanskrit Pratibha, contributions by poets who are living abroad. I could publish short stories of Sanskrit writers from Bangladesh there, poems translated by a Russian scholar, Pushkin's poems, and Madhav Deshpande, at my request, contributed his long poem, 50 verses, on the dialogue between Sita and Ravana. It is in line of the poem Sita Ravana Samvad Jhari. It's a very touching poem, and Sita's rejoinders to Ravana, they are very powerful. Then, Gyote Krita Shakuntal Kavyasya Anuvada, this also is there. Kavitarkikayoh Kalidas Vishaya Vivada. Madhav Deshpande writes with a sense of humor, and he exhibits an understanding of satirical literature. There are poems as prashastis of gods and goddesses like Saraswati Vandana Vinshatika. There are appreciations like Kavi Kavita Vaibhavam. There are Vidambana Kavyas also like Corona Vidambanam. There is a poem like Chahapana Vinodah, Nirvachana Vinodah, Vyakaran Vinodah. these are also there, and Samasya Purti is also there. 36th poem is Ramayana Dashashloki. I congratulate Vasadesh Raj Sharma, and the way he has very sincerely and dedicatedly worked on this volume, and this speaks of a younger generation which is coming in the front for the cause of Sanskrit studies and Indological studies. Thank you very much.